Welcome to the Game Audio Resource WiseCube Guide series. In this guide we highlight a process to create your own QA audio test maps. This will aid testing new features and updates from audio implementation quickly. You can also reference this guide to make your own unique maps. For this step we will use the map model demo, then copy it as a new map to build our own QA audio test map. Boot up the Cube game. Load the map, single player, start SP map model demo. Open the command line, then type save map space audio_test. Then press enter. Reload the map by opening the command debug line, then typing map space audio_test followed by enter. A lot of the audio content works on material text to tile assignments. This step highlights how to add new text to tiles and how best to place them. With our new test map open, press E on your keyboard to enter edit mode. Hold and drag left click on your mouse. Open the command debug line, then type edit text space T space 50. Now with the same area remaining selected, press the delete key to cycle downwards through the textures until you reach the texture grass. Next select the same size area next to the new grass texture area. Use points 3 and 4 to cycle through the textures until you find a wooden surface. Continue to add more texture material types in a long line related to all material types we have added to the project. For example, concrete, grass, gravel, metal, pebbles, sand, stone, tiles, undergrowth, water and wood. Once all text tiles have been added, test all material switches correctly work in the Wwise profiler. Open the command debug console and type save map followed by enter. This will save your updates. We now look at how to raise and lower the terrain so that we can create high points for the player character to jump off onto each new material type area. Return to the first grass texture tile we previously added, then enter edit mode by pressing E on your keyboard. On one side of the grass area, drag select around half the size of the grass texture area. Use the mouse wheel to raise the height of the selected area by 3 blocks. Then drag select half of the new raised platform. Raise this area by 3 blocks. This will mean the entire raised platform is now 6 blocks high. Exit edit mode. Then move your player character onto the new raised platform and jump onto the lower grass level. If the platform is high enough, the land event should be called. Continue to add these raised platforms to all texture tile areas we added in step 2. Finally, save your map, open the command debug console line, then type save map, followed by enter. Next, we highlight how to add different pickup items like ammo, health, and armor. Decide where you would like to add a zone for pickup items. Press E on your keyboard to open edit mode. Select a single square in the position you wish to add an ammo pickup item. Open the escape menu. Then navigate the menu to Editing, Insert Entity at Selection Corner, then New End Shells, followed by Enter. A new pickup item for shotgun shells will be added to the square you have selected. Continue to add all pickup items you wish to add to the map, for example, health, ammo, quad, and armor. Finally, save your map, open the command Debug Console, then type Save Map followed by Enter. As you add different areas to your test map, you will need to add new light sources, or you'll be running around in the dark at some locations. In your audio test map, enter edit mode. Select a ceiling square in a dark area of your map. Open the escape menu, then navigate to this menu item, Editing, Insert Entity at Selection Corner, White Light, New End Light, 16255, followed by pressing Enter on your keyboard. You should now have a new light source on the tile you had selected. Add as many light sources as you need to illuminate your map where needed. Save your map updates. As underwater environments have unique Wwise variables, it is a good idea to implement a pool of water to test all components work correctly. In your audio test map, enter the edit mode. Drag select a large floor area. Then use the mouse wheel to lower the terrain in the selected area. Open the command debug console line, then type water level space 0. Exit edit mode. Then move the player character in and out of the new pool of water to test the correct underwater parameters are used. Finally, save your map updates. In this step, we highlight how to add different reverb zone types as we did in Chapter 06B. Much like in Step 2, we will line out all reverb zones so we can move through each reverb area for testing. Decide where you would like to place your reverb zones. Then enter Edit Mode by pressing E on your keyboard. Drag select a medium to large area. Open the command Debug Console line. Then type set Wwise env space 1, followed by Enter on your keyboard. Repeat points 2 and 3 to add further reverb zone types until you have marked out all reverb zones you have added to the project. Exit Edit Mode, then return to the first reverb zone. Run the player character through each reverb zones to check they trigger correctly. Finally, save your map updates. Open the command line debug console, then type save map followed by enter on your keyboard. To reduce the time going through each map to test environments, we will script 2 simple points of where to trigger and stop an environment type. We will create a walled off room with trigger points to be placed as you enter and exit the room. In the Project Explorer Events tab, Environment Work Unit, copy and paste the event env_desert_generic_play to the same location. Rename it env_desert_generic_stop. Open the new event properties. Then left-click the first entry in the list. Then select Stop, then Stop. Repeat this step for each entry in the Event Editor list. Save your Wwise project updates and generate the sound banks. We next need to create a CFG file for our test map. Navigate to this location in your PC directory, wise/cube/cube/packages/base. Copy and paste the file metl3.cfg to the same location. Rename the file audio_test. Open the audio_test.cfg file in Notepad++. We will leave the advisor to trigger as we enter the map, but we will remove the environment script line aka event env_desert_generic_play. Select and delete it. Now add the following line you see on screen. What the command does is tell the game engine that when this trigger point is called in-game, to play the event env_desert_generic_play and display written desert start text on screen. Now add the following line you see on screen. What this command does is tell the game engine that when the trigger point is called in-game to play the event env_desert_generic_stop and display written desert stop text on screen. Save the file updates, then close the file. Manually boot up the audio test map via the command debug console. Assess where you would like to add your environment trigger areas, then enter edit mode. Select a single row of blocks on the ground, then using the mouse wheel increase the height of the blocks to the ceiling. Continue to use this process to create an enclosed room, leaving an opening on each end of the room so you can enter at one point and leave the room via another point. Now add a trigger point at the entrance to the room. Select a square in the center of the room entrance. Change the texture tile so it is visible where the trigger point is. Open the command debug console line, then type new ent space trigger space 101 space 1, followed by pressing enter on your keyboard. Next we add the room's exit trigger point. Select a square in the middle of the exit opening to the room. Change the texture tile so it is visible where the trigger point is. Then open the command debug console line, then type new ent space trigger space 102 space 1, followed by pressing enter on your keyboard. Now save your map updates. Close the game. Now relaunch the game and manually load the audio test map. Connect Wwise to the game and change to the profile layout. Move the player character to the entrance of the new room. The event EMV Desert Generic Play should then trigger as you move through the first trigger point. Next, move the player through the exit opening of the room. The event EMV Desert Generic Stop should then trigger, silencing the associated ambient assets.